it's also a bad Bloodseeker game. I think it's pretty good. They have pretty weak lockdown. It's basically just Sprout, Upheaval, Spirit Siphon, Slow, and Earthshaker stuff. So I feel like a Bloodseeker can do a lot this game. But maybe not. Maybe it doesn't. Like the hero matches up well against them, but I'm not sure if it matches up for playstyle lanes, stuff like that.
Druid gone.
Yeah, that would have been their pushing hero. I think they might still go like Juggernaut or something. Maybe Jug plus
to complete the lineup out. Just
yeah, I don't. Jug's probably really bad against Monkey King though. I don't know if they'd want to do Jug, but they're obviously looking for some kind of a pushing core. That's why they've been banning Lone Druid, Dragon Knight, stuff like that. Jakiro, same thing.
Well, 5 seconds remaining. They got 2 seconds of reserve time. They need to hurry this up. Digital Chaos, what are you going to pick? It is the Beastmaster as their offlaner. I like it. Vision, bit of control with the Primal Roar, you know.
Good at dealing with Nature's Prophet. Good at cleaning up the supports as well. I think it's good there. Oh. Chaos Knight. Okay, so AoE basically, or a hero that's weak to AoE, but Digital Chaos doesn't have that much AoE, so I think the CK here is a really good pick.
Yeah, that might have just taken them off guard a little bit because, I mean, Digital Chaos, their composition is sort of team comp that they've built. It is quite weak in terms of just squishiness, I feel. Maybe I'm wrong with that with the Beastmaster, but...
Oh, on DCs? Yeah,
on DC, yeah.
I sort of agree. Puck's going to be hard to catch, obviously, but I think I agree with you here. It's going to be a bit tough for them to deal with the Chaos Knight, but maybe they can out-pressure him or something. They've got a lot of stuns. Winter Wyvern is pretty good against Chaos Knight, I'd say, because if Winter Wyvern ultis somebody when Reality Rift was used, or when his ultimate has been used, that's going to be a dead hero, almost always. So makes Wyvern a bit better at least.
Main question, because Sunswan had some harsh opinions about this, right? What do you think of Bulba's Nyx Assassin set?
I love that
Crab,
set. I think it's beautiful.
Crustacean. I like it as well.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really good.
When I saw that it was fully equipped, I was a little surprised. Like, I think you can equip the Dagon with it, and it still works. But that set with any other set, like if you mix and match, it looks awful. But if it's just the way it is, I think it's beautiful. Like it's all shimmery. It looks like it's so well done. Most of those sets, the water sets, are all amazing. Death Prophet set is one of them. Talking about. Nature's Prophet has some of the water chest. Similar sets. Yeah, there's the swap. They were trying to mind game us with picks, but come on.
How?
It's not going to be Puck, or sorry, Winter Wyvern mid.
There you go. Yeah, so leading this in, I really like, I mean, speaking of cosmetics, which you probably shouldn't, but I really like the Immortal on the Beastmaster. I mean, that's pretty sick. The way it ties into his theme. That looks pretty cool as well.
I don't even think I played Beastmaster since that came out.
Yeah. Not sure what Kyle's doing with the Warlock set, though. That he really does look like a Formula 1 driver. Like, got a helmet going on. I feel like it's just going to be pulled down and he's going to have a helmet. Oh. Yeah.
I can't relate because I don't watch any racing sports.
I mean, I was just saying it looks like a helmet, right?
Okay.
They could pull it down. It looks like a helmet.
It's like a cult hood to me. And it's like abnormally tall and weird.
It's got 2 hoods. I know. Each their own. We are finally going to be jumping into the game, though, so we can stop talking about cosmetics and focus on this this DC compLexity game. I mean, draft-wise, who are you favoring so far, Purge?
Well, I kind of like what CoL's doing here. I think the CK pick could be really effective. DC's draft seems a little bit weirder. I don't quite see how it fits together yet, and I don't have a huge amount of faith in Monkey King as a hero at the moment, so I'm not super sold on the DC lineup, but I'm sure they can prove me wrong here if they play it a certain way that makes sense. So I guess for now, I would say I like CoL's lineup better.
Hey, well, Bulba did manage to get an early deep ward in, and his smoke did not pop. The Treants were trying to scout out a player or two, but he's not going to get spotted from that because the smoke doesn't pop to the Treants, so he's going to be happy with that. But
that one's really deep. I don't think I've ever... Deep. The fact that he got it all the way there to put it down and back without getting detected is amazing.
That's, yeah, he was about to run into Moo, and then made the decision to actually just run into where the bounty rune is. And luckily nobody was there. The Treants were there, but obviously not going to spot him. But Moo also managed to get a pretty standard ward. He'll be blocking up that camp as well. The positioning of that. I didn't even realize there was a tree there.
Yeah, I'll have to try that one, because then if you sentry to D-ward, you might not see it. You'll probably see the health bar, I suppose, but...
Interesting.
It's a good idea, though.
Yeah.
Monkey King hanging out, ready to chase if needed. Just a little llama.
I love that you can transform into just a courier.
That's pretty cute, yeah.
It is hilarious. They did a good job with that.
Cool.
These next two heroes as well, they're going to be coming out. God knows when that's happening, but that'll be interesting.
Didn't they say a month or something like that? Or they say they're working on something else and then it would come out. I don't remember, but
I don't know.
Someday we'll see. Dude, they're fissure blocking
lanes.
the creeps too.
Fissure blocking going on. They've even got look at Moo with these. Oh, he messed up the block.
No, that's probably on purpose. Wants the range creep to go first, but
of course, no, he got the block.
Here.
That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
Yeah. Of course.
And it worked out. Bulba should have technically walked forward to let the range creep wait, but it didn't work out.
No. How are these lanes matching up then between them? Like, who's going to be coming out on top with these? Because running the solo off lane right now on Moo. The Z-Freak just babysitting Limp here.
I think the safe lane will be very good against Beastmaster. Beastmaster is going to have a tough time. Mid lane should be about even, I expect. Right now, Puck is actually doing amazing despite the fact that Earthshaker went mid briefly. 6-1 right now versus 2-0 for Death Prophet, but the wave is pushing, so that's probably why, because Limp will catch up shortly. Oh, Bulba actually gets zoned off. He does dodge the fissure though, so this isn't too bad.
Blocked up as well. Moo's getting some damage in, but Mason is there. You know, 2 stacks of that Jingu will force him back and make him think twice about just whacking Bulba away. He's going to get the pull as well, so safe lane's going alright, going well. Moongander's infiltrated his way into the back lines. They want to get the Arctic Burn going. They want to be going for level 1 here. Spirit Siphon comes down onto Abed, but is it going to be enough to bring him down? Limp super low. They're really diving him so high here. The orb coming down as well. Wow. He will get it. First blood. Early days. Abed coming out on top.
That was so cool. What a great pressure there. The fact that he basically double waved him, right? So there's 2 waves. Moon Meander's maybe going to die for this. We'll see.
Moon Meander.
Oh, no.
Damage. Oh, no way. Another kill. Moon Meander the one to claim that one, but could have been a turnaround. A little bit of a beef there. Z-Freak ended up blocking Abed back, and Moon Meander was alone. Oh.
That was so good by DC there. Like the wave was doubled up, so that gave him a big advantage against Limp, and he gets ready to dive. And while that happened, Moon Meander had rotated over to anticipate that, and took a lot of right clicks, but they get the kill. Really nicely done there.
Fantastic. Well, meanwhile in the top lane, MSS will be eating a shadow word. This mid lane still being babysat. You know, Moon Meander still sat around, and he wants to actually pressure again with this Arctic Burn. Lays down the Ice Blast as well. A lot of damage. Limp already on half HP. Spirit Siphon to try and save it up. But again, another kill. Look at that. Waning Rift on top. That damage far too much. And 3 early kills here for DC.
Just really good pressure. DP dying twice now. I mean, she should be doing okay in that lane, but the Moon Meander ganks are just working out nice.
The bottom lane being pressured. Moo's still doing a decent job here. He's just got the boots of travel to his name. In fact, Bulba comes with a rotation around the corner. Gonna burn off a bit of his mana. But he is safe for the time being. Mid, Abed really dominating in this mid lane. Currently 15 CS, 16 now and counting. Getting these denies, you know, Limp his 2 deaths have really hurt him because he has only got 7 CS to his name. And even with the creep block that Z-Freak got pretty early on, just DC working around it wonderfully.
He's so far behind in last hits now in damage alone. Like he's hitting for 69 damage on average, whereas Puck is hitting for like 90. So even getting last hits at this point is really difficult for Limp. He's almost got to rely on mana to do so. And that's also forcing the Earthshaker to sit mid a lot because he's trying to anticipate where Moon Meander is going to be. But he's bottom now.
There we have it. They're going to be leaping in. They get Moo, bringing him down. These rotations by Moon Meander are on point.
Yeah. He's everywhere he needs to be and keeps making it work.
Really, really wonderful play. Abed's happy. He's got the phase shift as well. So, I mean, even if Z-Freak tries to go for these plays with the Fisher and whatnot, it's hard to try and claim a kill here. But Limp needs all the help he can get on this mid lane because already a level behind. Very far behind in CS as well. On
the bright side for them, at least Chelsea's had the easiest game ever, just sitting top. He's got a bunch of denies. So he's leveling a little bit faster than normal. But he's going to have to turn that into something in the mid game, and doing so is going to maybe be tough. Against Puck, absolutely difficult. But maybe he can get some early levels, rotate around, kill supports, maybe kill Monkey King, something like that. That could change the game a lot for them. Really good warding, though, for DC. They know exactly where their enemies are. Moon Meander playing this well, too. Trading with Nature's Prophet.
And just pressuring, I mean. Use that Arctic Burn to just scoot himself over the edge, but I feel like Chessie is the answer to complexity's problem, you know, because realistically DC don't have a lot to deal with this Chaos Knight, assuming he gets out of control. And you know, when a Chaos Knight gets out of control, I think I had this argument again with Suns fan. I said to him, is there anything more satisfying? I said, is there anything more satisfying than reality rifting just like a squishy support as a farmed Chaos Knight and one-shotting them?
Okay.
And he said...
The one thing that's better is one-shotting somebody with a right-click from Invis. I did that today. It felt real good.
Whoa.
I did it multiple times. It was like 1 or 2 shots. It feels good. It's definitely fun to do that as Chaos Knight, yeah, but it has to be good circumstances, and pro players are less likely to get into those circumstances.
No doubt, no doubt. But he made the argument that it was about the culling blade, right, from Axe. Just, he said that was more satisfying, but I don't know.
I don't
reality
really
rifting, he's sucking in the
people
supports.
all the time. That's only cool if you do like a double culling blade when you think you're dead. That's right. Cool. But reality rift is just the sounds, sounds of death, sound of chaos, or something.
Oh yeah, pulling them in. But Jesus Lord Almighty, Abed is currently sitting on 40 CS in this mid lane. I mean, Limp is struggling, man. He is really having a hard time. 2 levels behind right now. And Limp is not even close to his level 6 either. He
has been sapped a little bit from Earthshaker is the other thing. They've spent a lot of dual lane going on.
Oh, Bulba,
right,
they dived into the bottom. It's okay. I miss loads. You're Purge, you can get away with it. I cannot. It's all good. They get another kill.
Free
even it up.
Here. If they go in time.
Wait, no, they do.
That's not sentry. JK, that observer ward is actually an obs, not a sentry.
What's that? The minnow. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, it's because it's blue.
Minnow.
Oh god, that's so confusing.
Yeah, that one's actually pretty stupid. That's a pay-to-win ward right there.
That is.
Whose is this? Who's the bastard? Moon Meander, how dare you?
Contestation though, coming in the shrine. TP's coming out, Kyle. The TPs, is it going to be enough? It is. He's out of there. Bulba just a little bit off the mark.
That's actually Moon Meander messing that up, because he tried to TP, but he delayed Bulba's TP as a result because he didn't have a stun, so bit of a mistake.
Well, so far, this is an overwhelming victory in this mid lane. I mean, I'm going to keep going back to this because Abed is slamming it. You know, he's not far off his own veil as well. It's an impressive so far. And now rotations again by Moon Meander. It's the guy you need to watch out for because he's got these wards. Knows what a vision is. He's going to be placing probably a deep one. Indeed, they've got vision of the lane, but now pings are coming out onto Mason because the complexity are going to start to rotate around. It's a bit of a smoke gank attempt. Z-Freak and Kyle looking for a gank, but they're not really getting as much as they're looking for. I feel like they need vision of Mason to really make the decision to go in.
Well, they found him, but can they kill him? I don't think they have the damage, to be honest. They're fissuring first.
Visual laid down. Treants. Wukong's command, though. He might just try and turn this one around. Damage. Oh my god, Mason. Okay, turn it around. Oh, Mason, what is wrong with you? A double kill. Wukong command. Could it have gone any worse? I think possibly if he got the 3rd kill onto Mu,
maybe.
But boy, he turned that around.
That's what's going to happen, right? You've got a level 3 Earthshaker. You've got a level 3 Warlock. You fissure blocked him in. You're forcing him to fight. You don't have any burst damage. You don't have any stuns. He's going to fight you. And they also did a really good job lining up. They basically lined up straight for him. Wow. So he stunned everybody. There's the sound that I missed.
Yeah, he bit off more than he can chew at that top lane. He tried to go in on Chessie, and Chessie was having none of it. Reality Rift into like what it was, a 2-second stun. So he got lucky with that one, and then beat him down.
But did you know it's not necessarily exactly 2 seconds. It is just greater than 1.5. The number is a whole number, but the stun durations are variable.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
I looked that up the other day.
Today I learned.
Cool information, I thought.
That is cool.
So yeah, who knows how much he was stunned for, but
that's kind of weird because they do like decimals for cooldowns and stuff. When people have arcane runes and octarine cores.
Yeah, but it doesn't pop up 2.3 over your head, you know?
Right, yeah. I see. Okay.
Oh, they've got Roar already here. Chessie's kind of out of position. He's really... This is going to be like the Monkey King situation from before. Kyle's got the heal on him too.
Bring him down. Heal. He doesn't have the mana realistically to try and turn this one around, but they should be able to get him indeed. He falls. Bulba finds that kill. Even Abed rotating around. They want to go for him now. They're going to lay down the orb. Kyle, though, goes for the TP now that the Dream Core's let down.
Okay.
Oy, 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 oy. Didn't actually escape. That was milliseconds away, though.
Yeah, that was tether breaking, I think. That got the kill on him.
Meanwhile,
they catch
bottom.
Mason again.
Yeah, Mason has to use the Boundless Strike. He is trapped between his tree and Spirit Siphoned up. He should be falling here. You know, he's going to try and batter his way out of it, but fortunately, not going to be working out, and he will fall. So, trades all around. That's
the issue with Monkey King. If you take damage, you can't jump, and then you're just forced to fight. And if there's just you and Treants in front of you, what are you going to do? This skill build on Death Prophet, by the way, is like the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It was 2-1-3. I think he had a skill point still. Just grabs Exorcism, now maxing Cryptstorm. Makes sense. But it looked kind of funny. You got to do weird stuff when you're losing sometimes. But with those ganks on the Monkey King, those last two, their net worth is really caught up a lot more. Chessie's going to be in trouble, though.
Again, the Impaler connects from Bulba, half HP already, Reality Rift forward, he wants to try and bring down Moomiander, 2-second stun on him, the Whirling Axe is so weak, he will fall. Z-Freak comes in a little bit too late with that Fisher, did not manage to stop them in their tracks, but now Mason, he comes back in, Boundless Strike to really just keep Z-Freak running away into the tree line, 3 stacks of it already, going to be trying to hunt him down, they're going to get the vision as well from that Hawk Jingu passive, and that will be that. Dominating spree right now for Bulba, he keeps stealing all these kills.
Well, Lim could pop ulti and commit to the tower push if he wants to, but CoL keeps making big mistakes, getting dived by DC, so they've got to be a little bit more careful with where they're standing.
Oh, he's committing. Glyph's going to get used as a result of it, and Moomiander is there to try and stave him off, but Limp's happy, he's got the siege creep as well. This could potentially be a tier 2 unless they start rotating. We're going to see a bit of a wraparound here. Moo with the global presence, TP's behind Moomiander, says, nothing personal, kid. Teleports behind him and brings him down, and there you have it. Get a tier 2 off the back of it as well.
That was really good for CoL. Getting a tier 2 like that this early in the game means defending the jungle is a lot harder. I mean, hypothetically, they can just have somebody survivable push out the bot lane, like maybe Puck, maybe Monkey King, but considering that it seems like DC's winning, and they are by quite a bit, 3k advantage at this early is huge. Still very good for CoL. They need to get those towers when they can. And the one thing that really hurt Chaos Knight consistently is he didn't have his armlet finish in any of those times he got ganked. And maybe he could have eked out either he kills a hero or maybe armlet toggles to stay alive, but never got those opportunities. So now he's kind of back behind to where he shouldn't be, which is equal to Monkey King. And it might just be Abed running away with the game until he has 25 and gets insane gold. Because that's kind of what it feels like right now.
Playing passive until the time comes, eh?
Passive is not the word. He's just killing everything and way ahead in terms of farm. And he's got 100 CS right now.
The opposite of passive.
Yeah,
aggressive.
Looking for heroes to kill.
Yeah. He's got an Arcane Rune bottled and ready and waiting. I mean, essentially wait for some players just waiting before he has to pop that up. Got a clarity on him as well. Meanwhile, Bulba takes down Moo in the bottom lane. Z-Freak tries to save again with the Fisher, but oh boy, did not work out.
I didn't catch that one. Man, I missed a lot of kills this game.
It's all good. Observing's difficult. It is hard.
Did find the other games. Just there's a lot more simultaneous action in this game, I think. They're going to spot Chessie here.
Prophet doesn't help. Do they have it to bring him down? He's got his armlet now. That's the trouble. He's got 1,800 HP. The Raw committed by MSS. He is scared. Got himself away, but did he have anything to follow it up? Waning Rift along with the Boundless Strike. Wukong's command. Chaotic Offering, no. Answers back. Going to be stunning him up. Now we're going to see the ulti's being popped off. Chessie wants to try and turn this one around. Chessie, Reality Rift, going to be impaled up, and he is down. A full 5-man rotation from DC as they look to try and really take this fight out for them. Now Mudo leaps into the fray. Now the rest of the team is starting to come in. Limp has this Exorcism on 1 second cooldown. Doesn't have it just yet. Is he going to be opting to use it? Impaled up. The raindrop going to be mitigating a bit of that damage. Still not using a Spirit Siphon away. Bulba might just find this kill. In fact, it's Moomiander with that Ice Blast to really do the damage. And now compLexity, they got no choice but to just run the heck out of there. They got to get hightailing. Otherwise, they might lose a few more players. Interesting decision by compLexity to fight that when it was going so south.
Yeah, I thought it was crazy too. I thought for sure Moo was going to get blown up right away, but great tree spawning there gives them the opportunity against the Monkey King. That's a big kill. Could have been probably worse for them. I'm sure they were hoping Death Prophet would stay alive a bit longer, but she just took too much magic damage. They have Veil on Puck, and that combined with the Splinter Blast just finished her off before she could get her ulti off and before she could regen a little bit more with Spirit Siphon. So tough fight, but I don't think it's all bad for CoL. They're far enough behind that any kills they get are going to give them a lot more gold than they lose for each additional death.
And now Chessie working towards that Echo Saber. It's going to be a reasonable pickup because, I mean, Chaos Knight has these mana problems, right?
Yeah.
Real issue for him. Any stats he can get are going to be helping him out massively. In fact, he hasn't even It's gone for the attack speed talent instead of the intelligence. What's your thought on this? I don't know how much Chaos Knight you play, but
I feel like I understand the hero pretty well. Play him a decent like once in a while. I think it's kind of up to personal preference, of course. If he's got a Mango sitting and he's going for Echo Saber, I think it's fine. Me personally, I usually skip Echo Saber myself because I find it a little too similar to Armlet itself in terms of like cost and how my curve goes. Like maybe he would need a BKB here instead. So I think it's fine though. 15 attack speed's kind of a lot. Might really change whether or not you get a kill or not in short periods of burst. So I don't know. We'll see. Player preference I think comes down to a lot of it. An 8 int sometimes feels worthless. So attack speed will farm faster. That's at least the minimum.
Oh yeah, big time. Well, the DC have position in the lower jungle. They are making some big rotations. Ping's coming out onto Mu as well. It feels like they want to be taking this tier 1 tower. It is the siege creep wave. So they got that going for one. The catapult's going to be doing a decent amount, so they can just push this in. They do have to worry about these treants who are going to be battering, taking out this creep wave. But that ice blast is going to definitely do a bit of work. And they start to rotate around. I mean, Bulba's got the Vendetta. He's searching for a target or two. He might just get somebody in the form of Kyle. Kyle is Chaos Knight up top. Chessie, armlet toggling. Won't save you this, mate. And he sends out the stun, but he's gone. He's down and out. And he will be falling. Did he get the courier?
Yeah, I think Bulba must have. Because he's kind of behind enemy lines.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was a straightforward kill on Chessie there. He was pushed up forward. He was approaching the tier 1 tower. And just Beastmaster walks forward, gets the roar off. Just really straightforward kills with some TP rotations. And Wind Meander's been very impressive this game. It's like they picked Winter Wyvern for his damage skills, not for the fact that he can save somebody. That's pretty cool to see. And he's been in a lot of engagements. I mean, he's 3, 2, and 9. He's been in, what, 12 of these? 16 kills? It's impressive.
Wind Meander's has been one of those players, and he has been playing phenomenally well actually this game. The early rotations were on point, and they have set them up this big early lead. A 7k gold lead this early on is kind of crazy, to be honest.
Yeah, it is. It's actually insane.
17 minutes in, it's really cemented them well. I mean, Chessie is falling. He can't afford to die at all coming into this game, but we see a smoke attempt by DC. They'll be looking for opportunities if they might just run into Chessie. Bulba has Vendetta, so the smoke will pop. They recognize he is there. Can they find a kill? Chessie immediately backing off. Does not want to be dealing with it. Nice game sense to just back off there.
He ran early enough that DC probably expected a sentry or something like that, but they should be able to get Z-Freak at least.
Yeah, that'll be 1 kill going their way. They just slam down the damage. Sets them up in a decent position for them to push in this top lane now that they do get that kill, but still 24 seconds, not really enough to really take an objective after this point. In fact, it is compLexity who are really grouped up for the time being. Abed just leaping in, playing with his food. Are we getting anything done? Just scaring him a little bit.
He really has been, just moving around, clearing creep waves, pressuring heroes, looking for kills. He's doing a really good job. It's looking pretty bad for CoL here. I mean, until they get a Blink Dagger on Earthshaker, I don't even feel like their teamfight is that strong. I mean, it's strong, but it's difficult to execute. It's not going to be often that DC is fully grouped up to take a Infernal Golem while the Death Prophet initiates and silences a bunch of heroes. Like, DC has just been so all over the map and chaotic that it's difficult for CoL to actually stabilize and react to things well.
Yeah, Abed now just eclipsed 10k net worth, and I mean, it gets to this point, if he keeps just snowballing ahead, you know, it pains me to say it, but, you know, he reaches level 25, this boy gets, you know, 420 gold per minute, even just the orb speed. It depends on the way the game's being played, but I mean, this game is slowly getting out of control very quickly. As contradicting as those two statements are, it is slowly getting out of control very quickly. Yeah.
They try gank on Moon Meander, he drops the ultimate and TPs. Just notice Bulba zoning as well. He's 7-0-3 on our support Nyx Assassin. That's incredibly good. Nearing his Force Staff, very close to that.
Slamming the kills, and that courier kill earlier as well. He's really been big impact player here. It's interesting. I mean, you can really see how much they do favor the Nyx Assassin. They pick it all the time, and you can understand why Bulba actually does. He slams the hero. He understands it well.
Well, CoL's grouped up on the top lane. They can end up pushing here if they want to. They've got Exorcism with Yules, so if things hit the fan, they can get away. Oh, they catch Moon, though.
Wow, okay. There you go. Reality Rift onto him. See a TP coming in from Abed. They want to try and contest this now. I'm going to be laying it down, but the Exorcism comes out. Abed is out of there. They desperately want this tower. Yeah, realistically, I mean, I cannot foresee DC trying to take this, but
I mean, this is really bad for them. They haven't touched the Chaos Knight illusions. Limp just used Exorcism. I think they can take a tier 2 with this. Like, Puck Dream Coil is down as well. They'll have Winter's Curse by the time that Winter Wyvern gets up, but this tower's taking a lot of damage here.
Forced to use the Glyph now. I mean, again, Exorcism's still got about a quarter of its duration left. They're going to be doing a lot of damage. You can see that tower, it is falling fast. With all the treants on top of the illusions here, they might just grab it here. Abed, just in the nick of time, runs his way in there. He's going to be able to clear out all those illusions and complexity. They're out of it, but have they pulled somebody in? They spot him. Cold Embrace going to be sent down onto Bulba. Now he's going to see the Wukong's command, but they just walk out of it. Still Abed looking for Chessie into the backlines. Armlet toggling his way out of there. The Impale will miss. Chessie desperately searching for it. Meanwhile, Moomiander trying to get this curse off. Chessie still trying to survive. Will not be able to TP out of there. In fact, the Roar now going to be committed by them. Moo trying to TP away. The TPs are going to be able to get out of there. They only lose Chessie. Wow.
Nothing new there. Chessie dying in this game, but really good fight for CoL. I don't know if they gained a whole lot is the problem. Like, they have to kill heroes as well. They didn't finish the tower, unfortunately, but the way they've been playing, that was really good. Keep their heroes alive, force their opponents to waste a bunch of time. They've clearly figured out the teleport away strategy. Works very well.
They are punishing them. I mean, they've got lockdown, they've got stuns, but that was they just really played around the cooldowns. But now we're seeing a Roshan attempt by DC. Now they've got this 9k gold lead. They don't really want to be losing it much more than they already have from that previous engagement. So they want to be gaining that Rosh advantage with the Aegis. Seeing what they can do from it. Mason going to be.
Oh, he denied it. He denied it.
Wow! Oh no, he.
Not only did he use Boundless Strike to try to get the last hit and probably interrupt anybody that goes for it, he also denied it. That's truly greedy play.
Oh no.
He's got to feel bad about that one. Either way, them getting Rosh was quite obvious. Like, CoL already used Exorcism, they used CK ulti. Really easy for them to take that. If CoL tried to fight it, there's a really high chance to lose the fight, so CoL's just not going to bother. Is what went down there. Kind of interesting to see Battle Fury Monkey King. The first time I saw this, I think, was maybe like Kaka or something playing Monkey King, or maybe it was somebody in LFY at TI, I can't remember, but hypothetically, it's going to work well against the CK illusions, which is the goal, I think. And it just helps them farm better. That's a big issue with Monkey King, actually, is that you don't actually farm that rapidly, because you're relying on your Primal Spring and your Boundless Strike to actually kill creeps. But with Battle Fury, now you can jump from camp to camp, kind of similar to how AM can, and you can kill neutrals super fast, which I think is the goal here. So,
yeah, next item he's building is going to be that Echo Saber. Do you agree with that? Because
yeah, Echo's really good. I think if you're playing support, you have to be a little bit careful whether or not you get it or not. But when you're a core, I think it's a pretty straightforward pickup since you have enough farm. The big part is the fact that it slows when your ulti comes out. They won't double hit, of course, but they will slow, which means you might get more hits. Bulba is super.
Yo, Bulba, what are you doing over there, son? I mean, he's going to get gone on, but now we see the initiation by Mason as well. Lays down the Boundless Strike. KO took up Evil as well, trying to stun him out. Echo Slam by Z-Freak. Enough damage done. It's going to be 3 down for DC. compLexity have turned it around in one fell swoop. Limp with the double kill, and this will be a free tier 1. They might even be able to convert this into a tier 2, given the fact there's no buybacks available.
I'm very confused why Bulba was there. I feel like that was just a really big misread or something. Because he was super solo, goes for a stun, misses it, continues chasing. Which I assume just means that he thought there was only one hero there. Like, that's the only way I can see why he would do that.
To be fair, they were smoked up. Like, compLexity smoked up straight down the mid, so they had players hidden. That might have been the reasoning behind it. And
you know what's still amazing about the Chaos Knight so far this game is that it's actually working really well to kill the supports, because if you use Reality Rift, -7 armor, and every time instantly Mu reacts with the Medallion as well. So those supports are getting killed almost right away.
What the heck is going on over here? Abed wants to try and take this fight to them. Everyone's going to be getting
just in time.
CC'd up. The Roar as well onto Chessie. They're trying to move it forward. Abed, though, moves again. Be jaunting over to his orb, pops his way into the phase shift. DC are chasing for these kills. They do not want to get away with this, and now Boundless Strike will find 1 kill. Shrine is going to be used, but I believe Kyle will be falling here. Unfortunately, not going to be able to heal up enough, and they want more here. Bulba chasing down Limp. Is he speedy enough? Are they going to be able to get this kill? Bulba gives it up. They might be able to get Z-Freak, though, but he has got his Blink Dagger. That Blink pickup was crucial in them winning that last team fight.
Really good feature there. Yeah, the Blink helped a lot. Got to follow up, guarantee some kills. Still really good pickups from DC. It looked like CoL was going to get out, but just in time, MSS shows up with the roar on the Chaos Knight, and ultimately they turn that into a kill. Long chase, but it works out. And the other benefit is by the time all those heroes were dead, they're on the other side of the map. Easy tier 2 push. Double tier 2 push, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see now as Mason as well. Look at that Battle Fury. It just comes in handy. He's already got his Echo Saber, I believe. He's got it coming to him on the courier right now. Yeah, he just farms so fast. Complexity's positioning right now is a little bit spread. I mean, they're basically hiding behind this tier 2 tower. They use the glyph on it, but again, going down. Limp, I believe, going for the deny here. Will he get it? Not quite. MSS instead going to be get that last hit here. Now Chessie just wants to man up a little bit, bring down these creeps. Still move on the split push game. That's the real game plan for him as it stands. But honestly, him split pushing like this, he's fed a lot of gold in his treants, I've noticed as well. Arbed is really good at trying to bring those down and clearing out these waves.
Makes sense. I mean, they don't have any magic resistance. He does a lot of AoE damage. It's his goal, basically. Prevent all split push if possible. But Moo's also doing a good job not dying, so...
Or uses the Arctic Burn to just move onto the trees. That's smart. That's intelligent. Yeah. He had no vision on him.
Thought Z-Freak would stun, but yeah, he perfectly positioned his hero to not get caught there. Nice play there. Oh, Blink Dagger on Chaos Knight. This is a good pickup. I think it's needed in a lot of games just because your heroes... Your animations are so slow that you kind of need a Blink Dagger to initiate without your opponents having time to react.
Right.
You can also do things like pop ulti, blink to get closer, then use Reality Rift. The Reality Rift pull distance is a lot longer than the... maybe not full, the same as a Blink Dagger, but you can basically ulti ahead of time and get in. Like right there.
Whoa, Meanta, he's going to have to use that curse pretty early on to keep Chessie out of the fight. Meanwhile, all this is going on, there is a team fight kicking off in their own jungle. Limp pops off the Exorcism, even including the BKB, that Vendetta damage. Orb just about missing, but Limp, he will be falling, and he goes down once again. Mason now wants to try and take this fight forward. Moo tries to TP in, but he is going to be falling again. The Jingu passive working out for them, and now DC look to try and turn this one around. Chessie popping off the ulti, looking to see what he can do. Popping off that stun onto Mason, but he's going to get stunned up, controlled, and brought down. Arbed again, 4 down now for Complexity. Can they find a 5th? I believe so, as Kyle is just a lamb among the wolves, and that's a double kill for Mason straight up. And now immediately start pinging out the objectives on the map. They want to be starting to take this bottom tier 2 off the back of that.
Just a really good team fight there for DC. I mean, it actually hurt them a lot that Chaos Knight wasn't there at the start, because while the Death Prophet was keeping herself alive for eons, basically, she needed somebody else there to back her up to do damage while she can defend herself. And if she's by herself, it's just very easy for them to cast the stuns and the nukes they need to secure the kill. So they got the Moon Meander kill, but it was at the cost of a lot of their other important heroes. So tough team fight, but I mean, considering how far behind they are net worth-wise, I think CoL's doing a great job staying relevant in this game.
Yeah, they are currently massively behind, but I mean, they have found opportunities. I guess that's what happens when you have, powerful ultimates like the Echo Slam, when you've got Chessie who can dismantle the backlines of supports. Is pretty good. Abed, meanwhile, he's rapidly approaching now this level 25 talent. He's gone for the spell amplification as his level 20, and he is farmed as well with that Dagon. Level 3 right now, but he's working towards the Lincoln Sphere as his next item.
Yeah, I can't even tell he doesn't have the GPM talent yet. It's very, very hard to see. You know who else is really farmed and caught up was Mason. Like, his farm level is ridiculous now. I know he's been in a lot of good team fights, but you can really see the amount of creeps he's farmed. Like, how much of a difference it's made.
Battle Fury is really crucial, and now he's picked up the BKB on top of this as well. I believe, did he use it in the last fight? No, it's a fresh 10-second BKB. He's got that going for him, but movements around the map right now. DC searching for an opportunity or two. Well, we're happy to just farm up a couple of these camps as well, and we're going to see what is the next play here for Complexity. That's the real question mark in my mind, because it feels like one more slip up and they're going to be losing racks, potentially more.
Yeah. Just gotta win the fight, because that's what it comes down to. Can they do that? We'll see. Yeah. Meander's just split pushing the bot lane. They don't want anybody to know where their heroes are. Farming the enemy side of the map. Like, CoL has their Ancients in this area near the bounty runes, but it's only so much farm right now. And if they spread out too much, it's just another opportunity for DC to get kills. Well, keep in mind that Aegis got denied, and DC's still winning fights.
It's true, yeah. I've never actually casted a game when that's happened, so I feel blessed, I feel blessed. Has Bulba been spotted here? No, not quite. He's just stalking Z-Freak. They've got no sentries down, so they won't actually know, but got the vision on them at least, and they could try and make something happen here. Bob will really just searching for those opportunities.
Smart kill to go for Z-Freak.
There you go. Z-Freak going down, Mason dominating. He does an overwhelming amount of damage. I mean, look at how much bonus damage he's got on top of that. When he gets his Jingu going, 400 damage per hit.
Yeah, I thought for sure that Urshik would be able to react, but the double hit and then stunning afterwards, it's more than enough to get the kill. So, yeah, I haven't seen a Monkey King look this strong in a long time, and really the Battle Fury is what's doing this. Just how fast he's been able to farm neutral camps and get early levels, and all that stuff pays off. He's the second highest level in the game right now. It's been pretty cool. It's literally anti-mage with stuns.
Yeah. The Mr. Arbed, he's working towards a Shiva guard. That's his next time. He's actually gone against the Lincoln Sphere here. Wants to go for the Shivas instead. I can understand that against Chessie. I feel like Chessie's the biggest threat against their team. You want to sort of slow down the attack speed as much as possible. You can catch a few heroes as well that are trying to escape.
He needs armor anyways, because we saw it a couple times. The Reality Rift with Medallion. If they combo together, he's going to be in the negatives, or be about 0. So if he does get stunned, yes, he could absolutely die.
I love it. Just tickling him, but the roar comes out. Chessie, he's in trouble here. Kertic offering to try and salvage it, but Mason, he leaps in, using that BKB as well. Now Kyle has to really run his way out of it. Bit of a questionable Dream Coil by Arbed, but he has that Arcane Rune pop, so I don't think he's going to be too miffed about it. Remember, it's back up in about 30 seconds or so.
I mean, the crazy part is that wasn't even a gank. That was kind of like a, I guess we'll kill this guy mid, and CoL did not feel the amount of pressure that was coming there.
No,
but they had a lot of damage between Puck, between Beastmaster, and Monkey King jumps in as well, pops BKB expecting a big fight. Nah, it was just a very easy gank that also results in Infernal Golem being down. So I think at this point CoL just looks completely lost. I don't think they have much of a chance at this point to win a team fight if it goes anything like that. Because Chaos Knight needs a BKB basically for this to not go as one-sided, and he is not close. I feel like DC's just controlling the map really well.
Right now, I mean, Z-Freak, he's been spotted by Bulba. They know he's there. Impale into him in the bottom lane. I'm going to see the Arctic Burn as well. Should be enough to finish him up here. They've got a lot of vision on where he is and his whereabouts. Mumiander goes down, or brings down Z-Freak, and one kill off the back of that. They're looking good. I mean, right now this game is being prolonged by Mumiander, just constantly getting those...
Oh, he got him.
Arbed got him. Dagon straight up countered the TP, and while all that was going on, I mean, they didn't even need the whole team for that Roshan attempt.
Yeah.
Mason did not deny the Aegis that time. It is going to be able to have it in his inventory along with Cheese.
They're just doing so well. They're dominating all over the place. That's 2 split pushing heroes that they just killed. That is literally the main thing that's keeping them in the game, is pushing out other lanes, and they killed both of them. And look at this, they don't even care. They're like, okay, we're winning. We're stomping.
Yeah, they're really taking their time with this.
Killing their split push heroes. Why go all in? Why try to go high ground right now? Take more advantage, wait for the next Roche, kill Roche. Deny the Aegis, maybe? Oh, wait, they actually have it already. He did not deny this one. Congratulations, Mason. But I think they just wait a little bit longer, let Puck get 25. There it is. Now the gold is coming. It's time.
Oh, boy. Time for him to get rich. He's already rich. He's already got 20k gold. I mean, this guy's going to go out of control. 10 minutes of that talent. They're looking at a fresh item. In fact, he's just going to be working towards those Dagons. He's going to have that in 5 minutes. And this is crazy stuff already.
It is actually insane. Probably sell Veil later, get something else. Maybe E-Blade. Maybe a Hex. Something
E-Blade
like
will give him much needed armor as well, on top of it.
That's true.
Even though the Veil already gives him armor, but yeah.
Cooldown reduction for Death Prophet this game, kind of interesting. Not a lot.
Looking for initiation.
Not a lot, but
yeah. I mean, he's so close to killing Moo in the top lane. Jesus, Lord Almighty, Moo was very close to dying, and they might have actually managed to pick up Bulba here. I can see multiple kills trying to happen all over the place. Chessie has been caught out of position. Crowd controlled down. And also, in the upper area, Kyle should be falling here. So the BKB being popped off by Limp. But the Arctic Curse, that's going to be piercing straight through. That keeps him locked up in position. Mason going to be unleashing now his Wukong command. Z-Freak comes in with the Echo Slam, but it's too little too late. Double kill for him. Now Limp going to get stunned up. Will he be falling here? He will indeed. Triple kill for him. Buyback comes in from Chessie. He's desperate for any option whatsoever. Now it's going to be dropped down, and the GG is called. They make it happen. A 30k gold lead. Ultra kill in the end. I mean, oh boy. That is a one-sided affair. DC just taking compLexity for an absolute ride.
Yeah, there were some moments of good things, moments of hope for CoL that game, but in the last 10-15 minutes, it's just been DC completely running away with the game. The laning stage for CoL seemed okay, just things went poorly. Bulba had a wonderful early game, Abed did fantastic as well, and Moonmeander, like everybody on DC played so good in the early game, and it just made the game so difficult for CoL. Most importantly, those Chaos Knight ganks that happened 1, 2, 3 times in a row. Kind of reminded me of the game 2 of Optic versus Immortals, I think, where the solo Jakiro, maybe it was game 1, just got ganked like 3 times in a row. Was having a good game, got ganked 3 times in a row, and got completely thrown off of tempo advantage for that hero. So CoL just needs to be in the right place at the right time where the ganks come, and unfortunately they weren't that game.
See if they can turn it around for game number 2, because they're not out just yet. It is the best of 3, remember, and this is the lower bracket. So, I mean, if they end up losing this next match, they are going to be out of the running for the qualifiers. DC fighting tooth and nail to try and make it.
They're doing great. Hopefully they can pull out a win in game 2 and move on towards their next opponents. But we'll be back in just a second to see game 2, guys. Don't go anywhere.